Remember that little adorable kid on Jerry Maguire that was like, the human head weighs 8 pounds?
The human head weighs 8 pounds.
Remember him? Well, today I'm going to give you some interesting facts that you may or may not have known. Starting with, you ever wonder why you're so fat?
Come here, I'm gonna eat you!
Might be because of all your potato chips. In fact, a Harvard University study found that more than 120,000 people that were eating potato chips gained an average of 1.69 pounds over the course of 4 years. They also found that potatoes gained them about a pound, and unprocessed red meat, a little under a pound, and sugar, soda was a pound. So you might want to cut back on your potato chips and you won't be as fat. Just saying.
Do you know bees and dogs can smell fear?
The fish that you bought that you thought was probably salmon or red snapper, it wasn't. 87% of the fish that's out there is not really what they say it is. It's most likely just tilapia. They do that deliberately. That way you have to buy the more expensive fish and they make more money. Kind of sad, isn't it?
Do you know that my next door neighbor had 3 rabbits?
Bananas, sadly, can't reproduce. Apparently, a study in the Journal of Consumer Research found that when diners were given smaller forks to eat their food, they ended up eating less. According to researchers, this is because the smaller forkfuls of food lead diners to feel, quote, they are not making much of a dent in consuming their food, hence satisfying their hunger. I don't know how true that is. I know that for me, when I get a fork, I don't care what size it is, I still clean my plate off. And then some. So, sorry, Journal of Consumer Research. Still fat.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs.
Maybe I need a really small fork. Alright, this next one is pretty nasty. We all know that your cell phone is full of bacteria. I mean, we know it's bad, but just exactly how bad is it? According to some British scientists, the average cell phone carries 18 times more potentially harmful germs than the toilet handle in a men's restroom. Think about that one. Not to mention, why are we picking on men? Shouldn't it just be like a toilet handle? I mean, women are gross too, right? Right? I mean, us men aren't the only gross ones. Just saying. We all know how nasty cockroaches are. You know they've been around since day one. But they are not the longest living insect. The longest living insect is actually the termite. They live as long as 100 years old. That's nasty. Now, this is one that I could really use, and I'm sure a lot of other people can. If you suffer from heartburn, chewing gum can actually help reduce acid reflux. The saliva that's stimulated by chewing gum becomes more alkaline, effectively neutralizing acid reflux that creates heartburn, and it will soothe your esophagus. So next time you have one of those spicy meatballs,
That's a spicy meatball!
pop in some gum. It'll help later. You're welcome. While we're on the topic of making fun of men, sorry guys, a survey of 17,000 people across 28 countries found that after marriage, the amount of time that a man spends doing chores chores on a weekly basis decreases significantly. So apparently boyfriends do more housework than husbands. Sorry, ladies. It is what it is, I guess. The world's biggest tire producer is Lego. The toy company produces approximately 306 million tires per year, far more than any other manufacturer in the world. They may be tiny toy tires, but they're still in fact tires. The next time your boss gets after you for taking naps on the clock, remind him that that nap could save your life. Research has found that a midday nap can be more effective and cause you to be more creative, focused, and fresh for the rest of the day. One study also found that they can reduce your risk of heart attack. Specifically, those who regularly nap were found to be 37% less likely to die from a heart attack or any other coronary ailment than those who worked straight through the day. So next time you take a nap on the clock, tell your boss you're welcome. So there you have it. Little interesting, practically useless tidbits of information that you never knew, or in some cases never even cared about, but you are now smarter than the guy sitting next to you. And if there's not a guy sitting next to you, well, go find someone, sit next to them, and then tell them, I'm smarter than you. No, don't say that. But you are smarter than you were 5 minutes ago, so with that being said, you're welcome. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and share, because sharing is caring, and make the guy next to you just as smart as you are. That way we can make a world of smarts and have less dumb people out there. Because, well, no one likes a dummy. So thanks for watching. See ya!
I can't compete with that.